Hi, I'm Ken Bianco Jr. and welcome to TrainWorldTV. Today we're going to talk about how to pick out the right starter set for you. And every year we get thousands of customers coming in and looking at the layout, a little confused, and want to know where do they start when they pick out a train set. There's so many trains out there that it's kind of overwhelming to choose what train set to really pick. So let's start off with the basics. At first, we always like to say, what size do you want? We're not sure. Do you have a big space? Do you want to put it outdoors? Do you want to put it in your basement? Do you want to put it on a door frame that's very small? Or even a coffee countertop. The options are endless, and finding the right selection starts all from where you want it, how big you want it, and we go from there. So let's start off with G-Scale. You have LGB, Pico, Bachmann. All of them are great choices on where to get started. And of course, price point is a big difference. So you may want to get started at a lower price point or a higher price point. And usually the better train sets and the more features are going to be the more expensive. So if you're looking for something with sounds or smoke, you may need to put a little more money for that kind of train set. The next size from G-Scale, so G-Scale, we got the largest, is going to be O-Scale. Now, after G-Scale, if that's too large for you, then we're going to take a look at O-Scale. O-Scale has a couple of different manufacturers that make starter sets, but the most well-known and the most starter sets that we sell more than any other company are Lionel starter sets, and this is O-Scale. So Lionel is synonymous with trains. Everybody knows Lionel, and if you know trains, you think of Lionel. So this starter set here is a Long Island Railroader commuter set, and it comes with this remote. And now mostly all of the Lionel starter sets are Lion Chief Plus or Lion Chief. So that means it comes with a remote, a power supply, track, and engine and some cars. So this remote will operate this train, which is making trains so cool, fun, interactive for kids. So if you're looking for a place to start, Lionel is a great starter set. We sell Lionel starter sets like water. They go out the door. People love how interactive they are, and it's a good size. I mean, you could put this easily around your Christmas tree, put it on the floor. It comes with the fast track road bed, so you really don't have to worry about screwing it down to a board. You could put it on short carpet. It's really flexible, durable, good size for the kids. Of course, anything electric, you want to be very careful, and there's an age limit on that, so look at the description before a purchase. But the Lionel starter sets are great for families, adults, and even young kids. So look at them. Other O-Scale manufacturers are Williams, O-Gauge trains, and also MTH. So after O-Scale, if this is still too large for you, you're going to go to HO. HO is half the size of O-Scale. So HO is very popular, very well known. Quite honestly, HO is probably one of the largest, biggest selling trains scales. So it's definitely very popular. A lot of people like it because it takes less space than O-Scale. If you're limited on space, I mean, living in New York, we don't get much space in homes out here, so it's all very limited. The amount of things you could do with a, let's say, 4x8 in HO, you're gonna fit a lot more trains than O scale, which in O scale you may fit, you know, 2, maybe 3 you could squeeze in different layouts on a 4x8. In HO, the sky's the limit. You could get a lot accomplished with a 4x8. So HO, the major manufacturer's starter sets is Bachmann Trains. They have a lot of different starter sets. You're gonna look at them first. A lot of good selling price points. They're usually generally a little cheaper than O scale. The only lacking difference on starter sets for HO, usually they don't come with sounds or smoke. So if you're looking just for a quick train set to get started, you could grow from there. Other manufacturers that have HO starter sets are Kato, Walthers, Athearn, and even now Lionel has started to come out with some HO starter sets. So there's a lot of different options out there. And again, this video, you know, it may be outdated next year because there's so much new technology coming out, new manufacturers. So things tend to change at a rapid pace for the train industry. But one thing that won't change is the common starter set sizes. So one other common starter set size that's out there that you're going to look into is N scale. Now that's even smaller than HO, which is half the size of O scale, like I said earlier. So N scale, I'm just going to reach over on this layout. It's very tiny, and you could put this on a coffee table, and on a 4x8 you could get a whole model train empire. So you could fit a lot with the N scale train. N scale, you're gonna get a couple of different manufacturers who sell starter sets in N scale. You have Kato, which is the high-end Cadillac of N scale trains. Then you have Bachmann, which is a great starter, entry-level starter set. So all these trains you could get at TrainWorld.com. We have a starter set section. So if you're just looking to get into the hobby, looking to start off, you know, easy and gradual to get yourself into the hobby, go to TrainWorld.com. The starter set sections, we have all the scales listed. And again, all different manufacturers, we sell it all. We are your one-stop shop for trains.